hungry they couldn't sleep, and they heard everything their parents were saying. Gretel began to cry.
Don't worry, Gretel, I'll look after you.
Then Hansel, being a very smart brother, crept